Hi, I'm Adam Weiss. I work for the European Roma Rights Center, and I'm in Strasbourg today because the Committee of Ministers of the Council of Europe is considering how Ukraine is implementing the judgment in a case called Fedorchenko and Lozenko, which involved hate crimes against Romani people.
And can you tell me slightly more about what happened in that case?
Yes, the case involved a racist attack against Romani people whose houses were set on fire. And the reason why Ukraine lost the case in the European Court of Human Rights was because the authorities in Ukraine did not do what they needed to do to investigate that attack and bring the perpetrators to justice.
And what still needs to happen in Ukraine now as a result of the judgment?
Well, a lot, because things are pretty bad in Ukraine right now when it comes to hate crimes against Romani people. We recorded 5 very serious incidents of racially motivated hate crimes against Roma in 2018. These are targeted attacks by far right-wing racist groups against Romani neighborhoods. Many of them have been filmed by the perpetrators, put on the internet. There are things that you can see right now on Facebook, and the authorities in Ukraine are not doing what they need to do to investigate those crimes.
And what more needs to be done in specific reforms in Ukraine in that sense?
Well, Ukraine needs to amend its hate crime legislation to make it more clear that these hate crimes are crimes under law so that they can be prosecuted as such. Ukraine also needs to train its police better to know how to deal with hate crimes, how to work with Romani communities to protect those communities. And Ukraine needs to do a better job of reporting to the Council of Europe and to other international bodies on what it's doing in order to investigate these kinds of crimes. Ukraine have also got a Roma integration strategy. They need to fund that strategy. They need to specifically set aside money to give effect to the promises that they've made to ensure equality for Romani people.
And when you're looking at the state of implementation of judgments from the European Court of Human Rights against Roma in general, not just in Ukraine but elsewhere, what does the picture look like?
It's pretty bleak. We have had some very strong judgments from the European Court of Human Rights against a number of countries, including Ukraine, particularly about failure to investigate hate crimes, about school segregation, about forced evictions. And what we see in general is that states are willing to talk the talk when they come to meetings in Strasbourg, but on the ground very little changes. We still see hate crimes. In Ukraine we see them increasing. We still see segregated schools in the exact same communities where the cases started. We still see Romani people being targeted for forced evictions, and we see other rights violations. So we're feeling frustrated because we've got the judgments, but we haven't yet got the justice.
Adam Weiss from the European Roma Rights Center, thank you very much.
Thank you.